Hello guys, welcome. Welcome to another episode of Ripster Daily Trades and Teachings. Today is December 5. So guys, today was the best day of this month so far. We were profitable. We made money in first 1 hour, 1.5 hour, and we really didn't have to do much after that. There were some solid A plus plays today, A plus reversals that we got. We will discuss a big huge play on NVDA. Our GTLB gap fell short. Big win on coin, CVS, Netflix, Tesla, NIO, Apple, Amazon, and Google. So we'll discuss each play, see why we traded it, how we traded it, what was the reasoning, what was my guidance, and how we turned this day into a great profitable day. So let's before I get started, if anybody new, so there's what I do every day. I wake up 45 minutes before the market open. I look at the market summary. I wake up summary, what's going on in the market, geopolitical, futures, VIX, bonds, yields. I review everything. Then I go through my various news sources and I post the key news in the pre-market or the key news movers in the pre-market. As you see here, this is one of the other pre-market news setups, and then look at the movers, up movers, down movers, and make my list. If you don't know how I do it, if you really want to learn, come in the community, watch my daily routine webinar. It will really help you understand how we get ready for the day. Then I post my ideas, and then I post my watch list. My watch list is right here. That was the watch list for today. And market plays, market indicators, news plays. So I created my watches there. And then for the market plays, which are basically the plays we play every day, then I create the support and resistance pivots, which help us to make a bullish or bearish bias and trade it accordingly. For example, today all these names, Amazon, Google, Apple, which we will discuss when we get there, respected the levels flawlessly. So and then before the market opens, I share my plan. You can see plan on GTLB, CVNA, Uber, coin, plan for NVIDIA, Netflix, Tesla, and then as the market opens, I share what I'm seeing or what I'm trading. I'm on the voice guiding everyone, and as you see this morning, 80% of the room was green in first 30 minutes, and on like, so that's how we did it. So we are strict rules we follow. We do not do any gut feeling trades. We do repeatable setups, which are based upon a repeatable system, EMA Cloud System, and my strategies, and we do it again and again and again. Level, support, resistance, and trend system. So anyways, guys, a lot of tickers to cover. Let's start. So guys, let's discuss the biggest play of today's. Before I go there, I want to show you the pivot points we had today. So what was our pivot point for today? So pivot point for NVIDIA was 453.60 and 455. Then we also had 450 as a support. So these were our pivot levels: 450, 453.60, 455, and I clearly said 450 is a huge support today. So that's are the levels which, if you take those levels, you can trade on your own. But let's talk about my guidance this morning. So as soon as I saw this reversal, there was a downtrend line, right? And then there was this support here, nice bullish pattern, reversal. This is called a reversal pattern, and then reversal over the EMA clouds. That's when I said start a small starter, right? I said start a small starter. I was on the voice, and as soon as it started working, I added more. The first opening range, when it was breaking out of these levels, so I added more, and then we just had to hold it for our profit targets, right? And then we were locking on the way, and then finally our trade hit 465, and I was completely out at this level here. I was completely out, and I missed the secondary move. Didn't really need it, but should have, if I had watched this, and because I was away from the desk, I would have traded this secondary move. You can see how the EMA Clouds held here before this secondary move. So anyways guys, can't be more simple trade than this. When the market is trending, you need to capitalize, right? System is there. Our system tells us bullish. We watch the price action, we take the entries, we do a starter, then we do a secondary entry. So that was NVIDIA for today. Simple, easy, straightforward, defined risk. Can't be more easier than that. Even on daily chart, if you look on daily chart, there was this big support. Why did I say that this level is important? Because this level was right on the daily as well, big support, 450 psychological support. So you can clearly see that. All right guys, next one. So next play was GTLB guys. So GTLB was from our news plays, and it was our gap fill setup. What was the setup? Gap fill. But again, GTLB gave a lot of points, but only if you were quick, because these are the opening trades. And then market bounced. When market pushes, shorts become less reliable. And why was I bearish? Neutral, because it was already giving up. You can see it's already breaking my EMA Clouds. So when I saw that, we draw some Fibonacci here. So when I saw that, I saw the weakness, and my level was 59.50 to short it. So as soon as market opened, that's when I hit the short on GTLB. You see here, 9:30 I said short, and then 59 entry, and then it pushed, bounced back to resistance, then fade. Then it hit, my target was 55, so and it bounced from 55 to 21. So within few minutes, within like first 15 minutes, you got almost $3.5–4 short. I think the options were spready on this, because sometimes I try to do more shares in the open when I see it, and you got that nice easy move in first 15 minutes for nice profitable morning. So you can see my guidance here. GTLB short, 60 is the risk, and then it's faded. I said start to cover some more, 55 target coming. Now if you added here and then you got squeezed, because it's your entry, I mean the level to enter was right here. Further you enter, more risk you do. Either you do, go back, watch my webinars on the how to trade the open. Either you do the amateur move quick, or you wait for the later trend move. And then when I said final piece, I said final piece over 60, there is no short. So when it got back over EMA Clouds, there's no short there. So then we got out, right? So you cover most of your position here, and you hold a little bit to see if it rejects. But it got over 512, then it got over 34.50. So we close the positions. Overall a profitable trade, but if you were not in this morning trade, then you might have got squeezed. So you have to make sure, I mean it moved $4, right? So you have to see. So if somebody was adding here, he didn't realize that it was already moved $4, amateur move, and then it's gonna push back. So anyways, great example here. Also great example to have a proper entry. So it was a good green trade for everyone. All right, next one, let's look at coin. So coin today was a huge win for us. Coin has been on watch list for a long time. So there was an upgrade on coin this morning for $160. So that's why coin was on a watch list. You can see it's right here, number 4 on the watch list. And let's see, well, how did we do it? So plan on the coin was simple today. My plan was, I gave the pre-market plan that it's versus 138 level. So this was 138 right here. That was the support level I chose. that if it holds, will stay bullish. Then as soon as I saw the push over this downtrend line that I made here, that's when I said you scalp long. You can see here. And then it's all about managing the trade, looking at your target. My first target was 143. My next target was 144.70. So we met 143, we met 144.70. You scale out as long as this 512 holds, you hold and you scale out. So of course we found some resistance. If you look here from yesterday's pre-market levels, right? You see it, right here, right here. So of course it was giving my resistance, and then on the way we were taking profits. My final target was 147, and we did meet 147. Then I had just 1/4 of the position left, and then finally when it broke this 512, and then that's when I took the profits and I was out. So as you see, the trade from like 140s, 141s, all the way to 147, there was a decent trade, nice move on the options. Later in the day, there was a news on coin, and there was a news on ETF, and then it was making this bear flag, and I also did a nice short on coin, because you can clearly see the bearish setups, the bear flag here, then there was a bear flag here, and then you can see the reversal. But that was a nice today move for us on coin. You can see the whole guidance here, no hindsight here, it's just all pure guidance. So love the move today on coin, and so yeah, let's move to the next one. So it's in front of you guys, it's the plan is there, the trade is there. Somebody told me that I hesitated. You will always hesitate if you are just trying to make a confidence based upon somebody else telling you to trade or take a position. You have to find that confidence in yourself. And as I keep saying, I'm showing here, that's my guidance, that's my trades to help you get that confidence, not that you should blindly buy. But anyways, we do it every day. Let's go to the next one. So let's now look at Tesla, guys. Tesla, just amazing today. I mean, gave us trades both sides. I mean, look at this move, look at this reversal on we were short the other day, then we were long, then yesterday it was choppy, and today it was just pure bullish. It traded more than its 100% ATR this morning, 130% ATR. And as I said in the pre-market, the level is 230, right? So all you need is to have a defined risk level. Need to have a defined risk level. If I show you here, you see here that huge level, I said 230, 232. So you have your defined risk level, and when the system tells you it's turning bullish, it's all about getting a good entry with that risk. You don't get days like today often, but when they do, so you just have to capitalize on that, right? So okay, let's see if I can show you my pre-market guidance here. 1 second, I'm trying to figure it out. So here you go, right? So as soon as I saw the strength, the smart ones were already in Tesla before I commented. I mean, everybody is smart, but my point is, people who focus, they were all already in the Tesla if they focus on Tesla. Because that's what makes me proud, when I see people already in a trade that I'm trying to share. So anyways, Tesla was bullish over EMA Clouds. I said, watch the pullbacks 230, 250, right? Or you can always add a starter, always add a 1/3 position. And after that, Tesla was just breaking resistance by resistance. That's all Tesla was doing. It was just breaking those resistance levels one by one. So all you had to do was to hold. Let's see. Yeah, all right, here you go. So I gave my target 239.30 was my next target that I gave, and then I said, if it doesn't break this, then you're ready to log the profits into 10 a.m. But again, what happens at 10 a.m.? 10 a.m. you saw making a new range breakout at 10 a.m. So you hold for next level, right? And then it pushed to 247. It's all about the resistance levels. Once it breaks a resistance level, it goes to the next resistance, and that's all you need to, as long as it stays in trend, you stay in the trend. There was no reason to close it. So you add a starter, you scale in. You can scale in at 10 a.m. or you can scale in right here. You can go to a smaller time frame, and then you let it work. This should be your target. 240s, that resistance is broken. The next target should be, somewhere behind here, 242s and then 247s. I was even expecting it higher to 250, but at that time it had broken, done 130 ATR. So when it gave up this 512, I gave a warning. I said it can break 512, and that's when I finally got out, and I actually short scalped that back to 3450. So traded it both sides. So Tesla, beautiful guidance, big winner. That's the reason, I tell you that when there's a setup, there's a strength, you hold it. So many concepts to learn here. 10 a.m. concepts, the resistance concepts, the reversal concepts, the bias concepts, right? You can't be biased without a system. Always have a system. Trade with the system. Do not trade blind. All right, let's go to the next one. So next one was CVS, guys. CVS was a nice setup here. 1 hour was nice and bullish. Daily chart was decent. You can, it was a decent, actually like CVS daily for continuation. So I'm gonna keep eye on it. So CVS, guys, plan was simple. It was on the news. It was a news play. You see it is the second one on the watch list. So plan was simple. The risk was 69.50, and I saw the strength, and I just mentioned that you can long it anywhere. That's your risk, 69.50. And so if further from the risk, you stay small, right? And then it worked out decent. It pushed to 71. 71, 77, depending on wherever you added. If you added at 70, risking 50 cents, you made almost you made almost 3 times your risk, right? So that was CVS, guys. So next one we are going to look at it is NIO. Again, this was number 3 on the watch list. So you see, everything was on the watch list. We have a news plays, we don't do anything. So NIO at the morning, strong push, pullback longs versus 745 risk. When I saw this bounce, right, this first bounce here, so that's when I mentioned that we can long it using that risk of 745. So you can risk that, right? 8 was our target, and then it started to push, then it pulled back, then I said your max risk was 740. So if it hits 740, you get out. And I said you can add the pullbacks there. So, confidently, because I was just expecting a retest. And that you can add the pullbacks, and it bounced. It swiped back up. From 750. And I said if 750 does not hold, we will exit at 740. We will take a loss. But luckily for us, it bounced from right there, and after that I was back in the profit, and moved back 30 cents up. I didn't want to hold it any longer because because of this action initially. So that's when I said just lock it up at 10 a.m. So you can see 10 a.m. the stock was 775. If you added the dips, when I said add pullbacks here at 739 and talked about the pullbacks, and then it was just little trade. I was not in options, so nothing special, but we were able to manage it really nicely. Nothing crazy, no crazy win, but at least well executed and risk managed on this trade. So guys, talking about Apple, Apple was all about the levels. So what was my pivot level on Apple? 190.50, and I already said that 1 hour is over the clouds, so 1 hour is already turning bullish. So I gave you that idea, and if you were one who was focusing on Apple, I was on the voice, and I said Apple is strong. You break this one, your pivot, you just long it, and look at the move on Apple. I wish I saw the daily before, because daily on the Apple was this nice little flag that was that was the kind of the setup, that flag breakout. You can clearly see here why it was bullish. If I saw that before, then I would have even sized like much bigger. And you can see here, right? Nice little flag breakout, nice little move. So let's see if it continues or not. I think it moved over 3 trillion today. But you can see my level, and that's when I mentioned on the voice that Apple is a good long, still strong. So good. So that was a good one. Let's look. Similar setup was Amazon, guys. And I'm on voice. I don't say everything, but I'm on voice, and I keep talking about this stuff. And I talked about the 148 calls and bullish over all the pivots. Look at the levels I gave. My Amazon level was right here, 144.30, 144.70, 145. It was pretty much breaking out all the pivot levels I gave in the pre-market, and then it was all about, and then I mentioned the calls. You see here, and you don't see any comments because I was on voice talking about these trades. And then even 951 we were right here, and then 145, and then December 122nd unusual calls that came in that really helped us push higher. So so I always post any good flow that we see. We really focus on the flow in community as well. So let's look at the next. So Google, guys, was the same. I had discussed the Google in my yesterday. I discussed this chart, and there were a lot of calls coming in yesterday on Google. Those in community know what I'm talking about. And then this was 128, 130 level that I said let's watch for a probable bounce. And if you see the morning plan, on the morning plan you can see 128.90, 129.50. They were the two pivots that I gave, and all those pivots kind of broke out and gave us nice trade on Google as well. Google, yeah, love this trade, and it was already shared the idea day before yesterday with everyone in community. So let's look at the SPY QQ. For SPY QQQ, in the morning it was a bullish. Once it turned over the clouds, I'm going to remove this drawing so you guys can see it clearly. So once it turned over the clouds, SPY, this I drew this downtrend line here. It was a long right here. QQQ was a stronger, and I was on the voice. I guided everybody to SPY QQQ long. You can see here bullish buys right after 5 minutes, bullish buys for next leg up, lock some profits into 10 a.m. boom, and so that was the guidance on SPY QQQ morning long. Decent move on both SPY and QQQ. It gave up finally. We don't care. We were already out with solid money by that time. And after that, if you try to trade, it was just plain chop. It was just this chop in the channel. So nothing, nothing special about this move here. It was just chop. But the point is, we identified the bullish move at the open and we banked. So anyways, guys, that's about it. We do it every day, day in, day out, repeatable process. Losers or winner, I talk about everything, nothing in hindsight, everything time stamped, everything on in my community. And if you need help, contact me, DM me, text me, go on my website, my free website, or you can join my private community. I'm here to help. Come trade with me. Come for learning and ideas. Do not come for blind alerts. We are not a buy or sell alert service. We just like to trade together, share ideas, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.